All right, it's Thursday, and we're bringing in Mike Davidson a little early, as we've been telling you, from Parkway Automotive to take your car-related questions. We're kind of footballed out on Friday morning, so we want to be sure you get your time, too.
Well, thanks. It's always good to be here. Thursday or Friday, I'll take you.
Okay, good deal. Well, we've got a lot of people with a lot of questions, so let's get to them. And Ben is up first in Little Rock. Hey, Ben.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, good. Go right ahead.
Yes, sir. I have a 1999 Jeep Cherokee Laredo, and the problem I'm having, the car has 70,000 miles on it, but when I'm driving down the road and I'm getting off a interstate or something, my brakes they start shimmering the front, and then they'll stop and then they'll straighten out. But it bothers me because sometimes it feels like they're shifting off the side of the road.
Sure. Well, what's going on there is the front brake rotors are actually warped. They're not true anymore. The rotors are a part of the brake system that the brake pads go up against whenever you push your brake pedal. They go up against that rotor to slow the car down, and they warp. Now, the thing about it is it can be just age, and it's just time, because that's one of the areas that they made the car lighter to get better fuel mileage, and so they can't handle heat as well as they used to years ago, and you used to be able to machine them a lot. You still can to some degree, but primarily, I would be machining those rotors to try to get them straight again. We've got to also look past that sometimes, where we look for ball joints or other issues. Rear brakes, if they're not being applied and our fronts are the one actually stopping the car more than the rear, we're not sharing in the weight of stopping the car, then that creates more heat, which would shorten the life of the rotors. So, but primarily, usually the rotors are just warped. They're measured, and they're either machinable or you replace them, one of the two.
And something you typically see at 70,000 miles or so?
I wouldn't find that unusual.
Okay, good deal. Well, there you go, Ben. Thank you. Let's get to Wilbert, who's in Pine Bluff. Hi, Wilbert.
Good morning. How y'all doing?
Good morning. Good.
Listen, I got a 79 Trans Am, and I put a ignition switch in there, and it's not turning back completely on the car. The gears and shit, I mean, it's up in park and everything. What causes that?
Well, it's just an adjustment. You just got something that's just not adjusted correctly on that ignition switch, so you got to go back in.
Okay, there you go. 79 Trans Am, cool car.
Yeah, we ought to maybe have that up here sometime.
Very cool. Thanks, Wilbert. All right, let's get to Jay, who is in Cove. Hi, Jay.
Hi.
Hi.
How you doing today?
Hey,
We're
good
doing
morning.
good.
That's great. I have a question. I have a 1994 Mazda B4000 V6. The check engine light keeps coming on. I had the airflow sensor replaced. I had some other sensor replaced, but it comes on, stays for a while, and then goes off.
Okay. Well, we just got to go in and get the code. That's where we're going to go. And now maybe, I hope that you've had those sensors replaced based upon a code, and you didn't just replace them just because that light was on, because you could probably guess there's 300 or 400 different reasons as to why that light would come on. So guessing at what part is put on. And I'll just say that's why I don't advocate just going and having a free check engine light check, because it may tell you a particular problem. Very seldom will that fix the car, because it can be a circuit or thing. It tells you the purpose of the light is to tell the technician what area of the car the trouble is in. It's not to tell the technician what component to replace.
Right.
And that's where you can get in trouble, thinking that if I can go get a free check engine light check, it's going to tell me. So you don't want to do that. So we got to know where the code is. Go to the system, have it diagnosed. If it is those same components that you looked at before, then you just about got to go to the circuit and look, what is the problem with the circuit as to why the computer thinks this component is still bad. And we also can't overlook the fact that we have new parts that can fail. So we have that, and that becomes a real challenge for us, because you make an assumption that that part is good and working, but then there's still more problems.
Sometimes there's a problem with the new stuff, too.
We had a problem with a Honda this past week, and the problem was actually in the connector farther down in the wiring harness, not anywhere near the component. So it became quite a challenge.
It's a hunt sometimes to find where the problem
exactly
is.
right. It's a Beth hunt.
It's a Beth hunt.
Where's Beth?
It's a Mike hunt. All right, let's update you on the latest from Mike Davidson, Parkway Automotive, of course, over there on Kirk. Kirk Road, which he says now is Kirk Lake.
It's Kirk Lake right now. That's right. Lots of water there. Still want to encourage you, look on Facebook to see the progress of Kirk Road. We're still posting pictures on there almost weekly of the progress and the lake and whatever else we're doing out there. Come by and register to win some grand prizes at our grand reopening. So you got to come by and fill out the form, drop it in the box kind of thing.
Good deal.
And we're remodeling inside Parkway. It's going to be beautiful.
It's going to be beautiful one day. Be patient. All right. Thanks, Mike. We appreciate you being here. All right. Stay with us.